Hey everybody, it's Katie. As we get a little bit closer to our next step and moving to a new part of the country, I just wanted to take a little time and kind of reflect back on the 5.5 years we have spent in the desert Southwest. We definitely feel, Mike and I both feel that this is the time for us to make a change, and we're ready to go, but that doesn't mean that we haven't made the most of our time here, and we haven't had wonderful experiences and made great friends and all those things. This video will be 5 specific things I know I will miss about living in this region. The inspiration is from Amanda Muse. She did a video like this when her family was getting ready to move out of Malaysia. And then she did another video, like something about what she's excited for after the move, or why she's excited to leave or something like that. I'm also planning to do a video like that, what I'm excited for in Cleveland, which is our new destination. I'll do that a little bit later. I want to make these videos because I think it's just kind of a good reflective exercise as we come to sort of like the end of a chapter. But also for my kids, because I don't know what, if anything, they'll remember of their time here, or of our house, or of our experience, and I think it would be cool to kind of have a video to look back on and just kind of remember some of the really unique things about this area. Number 1, I will miss really, really good Mexican food, specifically the foods of northern Mexico like you'll find around here. Things like fluffy, warm, fresh flour tortillas, nothing like you would find at like the supermarket. If you walk 3 blocks in any direction, you will find like a local tortilleria that makes them every morning, and they are just this totally different, beautiful food. Green chilies, roasting green chilies in the fall is just the best smell. Green chilies and everything. There are so many special cheeses in this region. I love chile rellenos. I could cry. Chile rellenos are like my favorite food. You've got the green chili, you've got the local cheese inside. These are all kind of special foods that you're not going to find at just your local Mexican restaurant, and I know I'm really going to crave them. Number 2, I know I'm going to miss the sort of spirit of adventure you have in the West. This is the wild, wild West. There's a little bit of bragging rights people get from kind of surviving in an extreme, in an extreme environment, and the city we live in is pretty isolated from other cities, and there's just this culture, I think, in the West in general, not just in the Southwest, but in the whole West, of just kind of being open to new experiences or something, sort of a pioneering spirit. Something about that adventurousness just like resonates in my soul. The third thing I know I'll miss are the wide open spaces. Around here, there's a lot of public land, there's a lot of ranch land, there's just a lot of space, especially in the desert where there's not like a whole lot going on, there's not a lot of development, there aren't a lot of homes or businesses or roads even, and I just like that. Especially when we first moved here, Mike and I would go out camping and hiking a lot and not even see another person all day long. In some parts of the country, there's like a few trails that everybody hikes every weekend, and like, you have to wait to pass people and stuff like that, and it's like congested, and you don't have that sense of just escaping and being out on your own and just taking in like nature. And here, that is not hard to find at all. Since the first time I came to the Southwest as like a young teenager, I think, I've been really inspired by just the landscapes, just how big the sky is here, and just rock formations and mountains and red soil and cactus flowers and just all these special things. After 5.5 years in the desert, I definitely am craving a little bit more green, a little bit more water. But Mike and I joke that I can't wait to be inspired again by the desert landscape. It's so beautiful to me. Right now it just feels a little bit mundane, but I can't wait for the day that we can come back to visit and I can just be totally moved by what it looks like again. The fourth thing I know I'll miss is the weather, although again that comes with a little grain of salt for me. At this point, especially having had 2 pregnancies through the summer here, it is a little bit too hot for me, but there are huge advantages to living in this kind of climate. For one, you are never lacking for vitamin D here. It is sunny something like 330 days of the year, and I'm somebody who is prone to kind of seasonal depression, winter blues, and not getting enough sun does affect me that way. So being here, everybody, not only like do I feel better year round, but everybody else does too. You just don't have that kind of slump that comes from not having enough vitamin D and not having enough sunshine. In the Southwest, you're also able to have a pretty simple wardrobe. Around 3/4 of the year, you wear short sleeves, and maybe you put on a sweater or a jacket in the early morning or in the evening. if you need it. We live at a little bit of elevation, so we do get a winter here, but it is nothing extreme, nothing you need boots for or like a super heavy coat. You can pretty much get by almost the whole year wearing almost all the same clothes. And because it's so dry here, your laundry dries super fast and your chips never go stale. And number 5, the last thing I know I will miss is just our little house. This is the first house we've ever owned, and just having that sense of ownership really is different than renting. These are the walls that our son was born in. We have literally put down roots, we have planted trees, and just over these 5 years really put our touch on everything. You know, we've made the house into our home and into something that reflects our tastes and the way our family has changed in this time. And it just, I mean, it really feels like home. Overall, there has been so much to love about this place. We know that it's time to move on, but we are taking so many good memories with us. Thanks for watching and for continuing to follow me as we take this next leap. When my video of the things I'm looking forward to about our new city goes live, I will link to it in the description box of this video. I don't know how many things there will be because I haven't made it yet, but I think it's gonna be a lot because I'm pretty excited.